Hello Virgos, and welcome to Timsy's Naked Tarots. Don't worry, Timsy is not naked, the tarot reads are naked. And for my regular viewers, if you've noticed, I'm not on my wooden table, I'm on a carpet, because I'm doing a Timsy's Naked Tarots on the road again. Yep, I'm away working again this time in Peterborough, but that's not really important to the tarot read or this video. I just thought I'd let you know why the quality of the video is different and things. There we go. There is your card for your incoming person. This is how I make my tarots naked. I clear out the astrology, try to strip it back, try to take tarots back to basic energy readings. And that particular card just literally flipped straight out. So yeah, we're doing a read on the Six of Cups, which you had in Sunday's All Signs overview I done for you. The Six of Cups is a soulmate type energy, an energy of looking back and reminiscing over past happier times. So, I've already pre-shuffled. I pre-shuffled the other deck as well before getting out the in-person. Oh, that's a Libra, by the way. So we're doing a read on a Libra about the Six of Cups. We got a Two of Swords before I do my cut. So, choices being made, basically. Difficult choices. I'm not sure all my cards are going to fit in this, you know. And the Seven of Pentacles, which is a card of divine timing. It's a card of things going on for a while. It's a card of planning, seeing it through the initial growth stage until it matures into something you can harvest the rewards from. And it's kind of like planting seeds, waiting for them to grow, watching them grow, tending to them, making sure they grow, weeding around them so they get all the nutrients and everything they do, cutting out the things they don't need, adding the things they do need, and then getting a bountiful harvest at the end of the cycle or the time. Okay, so I think the way we'll do this is just there will be the energies of the connection, just here will be the energies of how this Libra feels about you, and just there is going to be what the universe is hoping as an overall outcome. I say hoping because we can get in the way of the universe's plans with our own free will. I'm talking about free will. This may or may not resonate with you. It is a general read after all. If it does resonate with you, fantastic. Please like, subscribe, share and comment. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't worry too much. And do remember, I'm just pulling on the energies around this Libra and around you and how it connects. I'm not putting the energies on what your person or this Libra is actually going to do. They can do whatever they like. Now, they have free will, just like you. Okay? So this is kind of like a general guide, not the exact answer. As an overall energy, we have a Knight of Swords. It's a card of communication. It's a card of fast communication and to-the-point communication. It's not going to be someone coming to your door, knocking on your door, who you haven't seen for ages, and then start talking to you about the weather and the drive over. Yeah, they're going to be talking to you about exactly what they've come to you for. Someone who hasn't seen you for ages generally has a reason to turn up. Okay, so the connection is the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is about making choices, a little bit like the Two of Swords we saw in the cut. This is more of a sort of a passionate type of choice to be made, though. It's at a crossroads. It's kind of like a free will choice. I can make it. I don't have to make it. It's up to me. It's not the universe forcing them into wanting to make this choice or anything. It is purely up to them. They can sit at this crossroads for a long time. There is a divine timing card in that cut as well. They could have been sitting at this crossroads for them. Maybe they keep driving to your house but never getting out of the car. Something like that. But the energies overall is they are actually going to take some action this time. Okay, how this Libra feels about you. The Nine of Pentacles, it's the jackpot card. It's winning winning the jackpot, getting a big windfall for some reason or something. Now, it is possible that they see you as a bit of a cash cow. They're coming to you to ask for money, borrow money, something along those lines. Or it could be also a card of being independent, yeah, and perhaps they see you as now independent, and they think this is the right time to come and talk to you. Okay, the way the Nine of Pentacles becomes a card of being independent is in the cycle of Pentacles. The 8 comes before this, and the 8 is all about work, your work life, starting your work, finishing work. Now, basically, the whole idea of work is you create wealth so you don't have to work later on. Yeah, you save up for a pension, so come a certain time in your life you don't have to carry on working. You can start to live off your savings, and that will see you through the end of your life. So you become free and independent of work. Okay, you cut that out of your life, don't need it anymore. Yeah, I live on my savings, and I'm independent of work. That's how it works. It can happen in the same way in love. You've cut yourself away from something what was tying you down. A family, for instance, like you've moved away from the family home. You've set up your own little place, and you've now become free and independent of that family, which means you're single and available for someone or something else. The Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is all about balance, bringing balance, wanting balance. There is a small tug of material bounty in this. A small tug of like getting some sort of extra out of something. Maybe it's you've recently had a pay rise, or you've moved into a new place. Let's just take that for example. You've moved away from your family, you've moved into a new place, and you found that the previous owners left a load of stuff up in the loft which, I don't know, fits your collection, or you can sell on eBay or some other selling platform and make some money from it. But the universe is saying, generally, we're going to be bringing in, or is trying to bring in some balance. Okay, let's get some clarifiers on here. Oh, there's the first one. Right, I'm sorry I can't really show you the shuffling as I'm shuffling at the moment because, well, this hotel wasn't particularly built for doing tarot reads. My camera's propped up on a chair. I'm all cramped up in a little corner trying to do the read. It's not the best. So here we go. This decision is about the Eight of Pentacles. We talked about the Eight of Pentacles from there. It is all about work of some description. Now, this could be working on a relationship, working generally, anything what involves putting in effort to get a reward at the end. Because that's generally what work is. Okay. The Six of Cups, which is your actual card from the Sunday All Signs Overview. I do love it when the card from the Sunday All Signs Overview actually comes out in the read. It kind of backs up the fact that I'm doing the right read. Okay. Again, it's all about like past happy, or reflecting on past happy times, and a soulmate connection. So this could be the connection is someone working on a relationship with you. Okay. Or wanting to work. They're reflecting on a past time. It kind of suggests that this is again, like I said at the beginning, one of your old friends come back out of the blue from nowhere with this. Yeah, when I was talking about that card, and it could be that it's someone from your past. I definitely feel it's someone from your past. The Six of Cups can be seen as past lives, but I think this is just your past, and they're coming back to work on something with you. The Page of Swords, there's a little element of spying with the Page of Swords. They've been like checking up your, I don't know, your social medias and things, and that they've seen that something what's leading to this. They've seen that there's something what's leading to you being free and independent for them to pursue this Six of Cups. But they're also feeling that there's a tug of disappointment. They're sort of kind of feeling maybe I've left this too long. Maybe, yes, they They're portraying themselves as free and independent. Their Facebook profile is saying single, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they are single. It just means they haven't updated their profile. Okay. Crossing it is the Nine of Wands. That is literally just backing up what I said about that whole little bit of disappointment from the Page of Swords there. It's they're going to be arriving slightly defensive. It could be because they were the ones who sort of left in the first place, and they're coming back with their tail between their legs a little bit, and they're being a little bit defensive, not sure how you're going to react. Or it could be that some other reason, perhaps they've just come out of a bad relationship themselves and they're a little bit sort of anti-love anyway. So let's see what this Nine of Pentacles has to say for itself, how they feel or see you at the moment. So, there we go. There's that Nine of Wands again. They're defensive about you for some reason. Okay. They're coming in and they're going to be slightly closed off. Okay, they're going to come in wanting to say this one thing, but it's going to be a little bit awkward for them just to come out and say it. So when I said they're not going to talk about the weather or the drive over or anything like that, no, I still don't think they will, but they're going to sort of not come out and say exactly what they want to say straight away. It's gonna take you a little bit of patience, and that's that Seven of Pentacles again. Take you a little bit of patience and wait for them to actually blurt out what they want to blurt out. But you will sort of intuitively know what they want to say by the way the conversation starts. It'd be something along the lines of, "Oh, hi Virgo, it's been a long time. Oh, do you remember when we were blah blah blah?" And you're going to know from that statement, well, that was the first time we kissed. Yeah? So you're going to think, okay, they're wanting to go down this line. Okay? The Knight of Cups. He holds the Ace of Cups. He's wanting to come in with the Ace of Cups. He's wanting to come and give you the gift of love. It's also a card of balancing. Again, the Knight of Cups is wanting to bring in justice, wanting to put right something what was wrong in the past. Okay, level the scales and make things good. It's kind of suggests, but perhaps they've got up on the same sort of energy frequency you've always been on. So it could be why that didn't work the first time. You were on different frequencies, and they kept trying and they kept trying, or you kept trying and you kept trying, but it just weren't quite working because you both weren't on the same frequency. Yeah, it's a bit like gears on a car. If you don't use a clutch to make those gears smoothly go together, then it grinds. The reason it grinds is because they're both going at different speeds. The cogs are both going at different speeds, and you're trying to get the cogs' teeth to go in together. Now, that's why if you're changing gears without a clutch, you have to get the revs just right. So the revs of the engine are going at the same speed as the revs in the gearbox, and you pop them in nicely. Yeah, and they clip together. You might hear a bit of a clunk, but it's not a grind. Okay? And my grind was terrible, I know, I'm sorry. It's also a card of seeing the future that they want. Okay? And it's seeing the future they want with you. And they're coming in for a new start. And they're feeling a little bit foolish about how it ended last time, but they're coming in for a new start because it's the Fool card. It is about taking the leap of faith into something new. In the Major Arcana, it's the Fool going off on a journey to find out something new, to learn something new, and he goes through all the various different Major Arcanas. And it is the first Major Arcana out on the whole read, so it's kind of like quite an important one. Okay, so that's how they feel about you. There is also a little case of the Seven of Swords. Well, normally I would say this is like they're sneaking about. They might be coming to you in an energy of they're actually still attached to someone else. There is a little bit of that in the energy. But I feel more of it is the fact that they just feel like they actually have stolen themselves this opportunity to come towards you from themselves in the past. Okay, they've They've had chances to come to you in the past, but they've sort of always backed out. As I said, I can't remember what card it was I said it on, but they've often maybe pulled up outside your house, but then just never got out and actually knocked on the door. So let's see what the universe is throwing us. Strength. That's the first card what flipped out. Okay. The Seven of Swords again. And the Five of Wands. Okay. As I said, they're wanting to bring you balance. They're wanting to come in and level the playing field, put things right what has gone wrong in the past. And up here I said they feel disappointment. That they haven't done this sooner, that they feel a little bit of disappointment, that they think it all might go wrong. It's been left too long and the like. Well, this is why we got the strength here. They're building up the strength to come towards you. And again, they've come close. They literally parked outside your house and just not got out of the car because they didn't quite have enough strength to do it. But if you're needing to build up strength to deal with a problem of any description, that means you kind of fear the problem, you fear the outcome of the problem, you fear the reaction of the person the problem is with, whatever. So the universe is saying there is still this little fear, and this little fear could actually lead to them robbing themselves of the opportunity again. The universe is saying they may just turn up outside your door. Maybe you might see their car this time. Maybe they might see you walking up the road and you see them in the car, and then they bottle it and drive off because obviously they're going to want this conversation with you in a nice sort of like private surrounding, not in the middle of the street. Yeah, because they also feel it might be leading to some sort of conflict. Okay, the universe is saying there could be not the opportunity of conflict, but there could be the chance of conflict coming in. Their well thought out, set out idea of how this conversation is going to go might all suddenly go south, and they might just start going back to their old ways, arguing with you, and then just walking out. Okay. Crossing this one is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is kind of like spiritual guru, spiritual learning, teaching, anything in the teaching trade, professors, from like your first school teacher right up till your last teacher you had as you left university, or your last professor you had when you left, lecturer, whatever you want to call them, lecturer, you had at university. It's all about teaching and learning. Okay, the other side of the other side of strength is fear. The other side of teaching is learning. You are either a teacher or you are a student. So they have learned things to put into action to stop themselves from going down the Five of Wands route, to stop themselves from starting the argument. They've learning things, I feel, spiritually about this Seven of Swords as well. The only person you're actually robbing is yourself. They've sort of kind of learned that. You not being there or you being there isn't going to affect anyone else other than you. If you want your closure, or if you want your new start, you actually have to go and do it, is what I feel they've kind of learned there. Crossing this is also backing up the whole read. It is a soulmate of some description. It's the Two of Cups. It's a coming together of energies. The universe is saying, I'm trying to get these two energies to come together. I'm trying to get you and Libra to come together. Okay. But crossing that is the King of Cups. There is indecision from one side or the other. Indecision could be you. Okay. I feel it's more likely you. If they get over this Seven of Swords and this Five of Wands, and they do actually approach you and talk to you, you are then going to be feeling a little bit indecisive about if you want to give them a second chance. Do you want to give them the love you have for them, but you obviously got squandered at some point? Do you want to pick up the Libra cup and refill it, so to speak? I feel again this energy is for you. This is going to put you in a hanged man position. It's going to put you in a slightly different frame of mind, a slightly different way of looking at things. As a bit of a time guide, I feel this is actually going to be happening for you in the second week of July, for the bulk of you. Obviously, some of you it might be happening now, some of you it might be happening later on, because we all hit these energies at slightly different times. The reason I say that is because that happened to be your second week card in the monthly overview I done for July, for the earth signs. Okay, it is an earth sign, yeah, for the earth sign. The first week one was the moon, so that hasn't really come out anywhere in this particular read, even as I'm diving deeper into what the universe wants to tell us with these cards from the bottom. It's getting back to the hangman. It's going to make you look at things from a slightly different perspective. It's like, well, I never actually thought Libra would ever want to come back and try this with me. I thought it was all over, and perhaps you were the one who put a stop to it, and that's why you thought it was all dead, done, buried, and they perhaps never actually portrayed the impression that they really did love you, but they really do. So you thought, there's no chance, this is going nowhere, I'll finish it. And then they're coming back and wanting to pick it up and take it on. It's a new start. It's a big new start. The world is the card leading to the Fool, and where the Fool is trying to go. Okay, so our major arcana has literally jumped from the Fool to what, two other major arcanas? Yeah, two other major arcanas. So it's jumped from the Fool, and it has gone in sort of a number order: 0, 10, 11, yeah, and then straight to the World, the finish. Okay, last card I'm using as a crossing card is the Chariot there. It is a victory against all the odds, a victory you were never expecting would ever be a victory. It's determination as well. I feel that if this Libra finally gets out of the car and actually starts talking to you, they won't be then letting go of it. They will keep plugging at it, and if you say no, they will disappear. They will come back a few weeks later and try again from a different angle, because of the hangman down there, a different angle, a different approach, bringing you maybe a better, nicer gift or something like that. Okay, even if the reason you're saying no is because you're with someone else, they're not even going to take that. They're going to say, well, I can woo you over. I've done it before in the past. I can do it again. Okay, and that is your read, Virgo. Hope it resonates with you. If it does, please like, subscribe, share and comment. If it didn't, don't worry too much. Every time I do these reads, as I tried to explain at the beginning but really ruined it, I literally put out a card out of that plain deck. That's the incoming energy. We do whatever card you got in the All Signs overview, and that's about as close to a cycle as I get. Yes, okay, the universe might make me do a read which is linked on from last week's read, or it might make me do a read which is linked to the soul cycle and things like that, but I don't go out on my way to put it. I don't put that intention out to the universe as I'm doing my shuffles and things. The intention I put out to the universe is, how's this Six of Cups in this particular case linked to Virgo and their person? Because I don't know who their person is until I actually do the actual read. Okay, so thank you very much. Hope you all tune in again soon. And yeah, cheers.